Okay, so looking at this as a teaching resource, I think you could, like once you've looked over the text and you're thinking, okay, how are we putting together a topic sentence? You could look through broken parts of a clip like this and say, okay, so let's think about what is the context, what is happening, what do we call this period, what's the name of the queen? Let's have a look at that final image and think about what does that represent? What is changing in the world here? So you flash through that video, you go, okay, there's the Queen, it's Elizabethan Era, great. So let's look at that. So what do you think is changing? What do we know about the world? How we view the world? So you elicit words like cultural, epistemological, philosophical, and all those things, and then you tease out that sentence, okay? And using the word set against, conceived as a response to, there are a couple of the stems that I traditionally use with kids, to set against the shifting philosophical, cultural, epistemological, ontological, whatever, parameters of the late Elizabethan era. Bang, hit that down. There's your context clause. And then you go, okay, so we go straight into that and go, okay, what's the name of the text? Obviously, look at the way the video did that. That's so good. What's the play here? Okay, so it's Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so that's our subject. Okay, let's think about our first clause with the S. And you lead into that and you go, okay, so have a look at this. Next, what's going on here? What do these images represent? What have we got? We've got pain and suffering. So one of the things that goes through that play is that emotional excess. There's anger, there's anxiety, there's love and loss and grief and all of those things. So one of the elements that we're looking at here is you elicit, okay, so explores or offers insight into what are the implications there about emotional excess. So we tease out with the kids on the board, okay, offers insight into the problematic implications of emotional excess. Okay, and then where does it go with that? So we look at the next image. Where is Shakespeare going? Let's go back over what we've said. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. What is that? What philosophical branch that we've talked about all the way through as we've gone through this text? What is that referring to? Classic Stoicism. Okay, so it's directing audiences towards classic Stoicism as a what? Why? What for? What's going on? As a means to deal with human emotion, yeah, but on more broadly, you're looking at the concept there of this last image here. What is that? There is a complex, it's such a beautiful image, this complex, vast, unknown world, ambiguous, in flux, in change, fraught, uncertain. So you look at in response as a means to navigate the ambiguities of the human experience, which is that beautiful image on there. And that's really, honestly, that first clause aside, the emotional excess, is a stem that you're going to use, or you can happily use for any Shakespearean text that you study. Set against that particular context, that text studies this, da-da-da-da-da. And if it's a Shakespearean text, invariably it is offering some kind of philosophical response to the ambiguities of or the inconsistencies, the vagaries and inconsistencies, whatever phrases we use at Bally, of a human experience. Good stuff.